Good morning, Capones. How are you doing? This is T-Bone. We're in the HQ, and you have another exciting episode of TBone Capone's Prime Cuts. Now, today's episode has been brought to you by Bull City Street Foods. Harry Mon's best damn street food period you could ever get out of a truck. An amazing, amazing chef. His cuisine is just crazy good, man. You gotta check it out if you get a chance, if you're down in the Durham, North Carolina area. Now, also, I'd like to thank the Top Bananas. Those guys always have my back. Carl Bull hooked me up big time. So for Geek Series in the future, I was able to actually order the Elgato, if you guys know what that is. That's going to help me game capture some video gaming on film. It's going to be an amazing thing. The rest of the Top Bananas always have my back. I did some streaming for the first time. B-Beer, Chew, JR, thank you very much. You guys really, man, Carl, Taylor, you guys stepped it up. You helped me out. It was interesting. It was supposed to be a test run. Next thing I know, we're on there for like an hour and a half or whatever. So, thank you guys very much. Also, Get Pink Slip. Thank you. He was, if you remember correctly, he was the one I did Drunk 5 Questions with T-Bones. We've become friends ever since. I guess everyone loves Drunk T-Bone. I don't get it. Anyway, let's get into the show. All right, my swing and miss. Swing and miss is very, very simple. Keith Wilton had a daughter last week. I dedicated the episode to him and specifically to her. I called her Isla. How you pronounce her name is Ayla. So sorry about that. That's my swing and miss. Not a big deal at all. One side note, though, I want to mention, I talked to Keith and I was like, hey, man, guess what? I was on Twitch for the first time. He's like, man, I have no idea what that is. And I explained to him what it is, streaming. You know, I had the Kick app, and he goes, so pretty much an orgy for geeks. Yes, Keith, it's an orgy for geeks. Anyway, my swing and miss is saying the name wrong. It is Ayla. Bless her heart. She's an amazing little, beautiful baby, and I'm very happy for you, Keith.
What the fuck?
You never know what my what the fuck of the week is going to be, but my what the fuck of the week is Bo and Matthew. Now, there's a video, and I'm going to put it at the bottom of my description on this video, so make sure you go look at it. It's a YouTube video. Basically, what these two ass clowns did was they merged themselves into one body, right? And wrapped themselves up to look like one big fat man. Now, why did they do this? These two jack-offs decided that it would be awesome to see if they could only pay for one ticket into the movie theater. So they went through all this trouble, and you can look at the video. There's a major amount of practice that goes on with it. They're constantly changing their body movements to make it look more natural. First of all, the dude doesn't really have much fat around his face, so he couldn't pull it off, but he did. These two guys did. That's how much attention these people at the movie theaters pay. He got away with it. One ticket for two people to watch a movie. Why? I have no idea. And that's why it's the what the fuck of the week.
Since we both like sports, let's talk about it.
All right, you crazy Capones. It's time for a little sports talk. Now, it's Super Bowl week, all right? I'm going to give you my pick just a little bit later. Let me go into the others. First of all, last week, dismal. I went 2 right, 3 wrong. For all you bettors, I apologize for that. I'll try to do much better. I did a lot of research. Now, if you bet on college basketball, understand this. I've given you one pick a week. I'm 3-0 on my picks. I'm giving you another big one. I'm giving you Providence playing at home to upset number 3 Villanova this week. It's going to be an amazing, amazing game. I think you guys should check that out. But I'm telling you to take Providence to upset Villanova. Now, I don't know if you guys have caught it. NBCSC or whatever, they do that series called Behind the Shield. Now, it's similar to Hard Knocks on the NFL, which is a great series. I watch it every single year. Behind the Shield is amazing. Check it out if you haven't. I wish it wasn't Crystal Palace. Obviously, I'm a Man U guy. Even any of the big clubs would have probably been a little bit more interesting for me. But with Alan Pardue and those guys, it's still a great, great watch. It's very, very interesting. So the reason I mention that is it's going to go into my picks for BPL. I'm going to tell you to take Crystal Palace over Swansea. I want you to take Manchester City over Leicester. Big game. Big game. Huge. The reason I'm telling you to take City is they have that big game experience. Leicester City has exceeded expectations. They're a great team. They can put it behind the net. Vardy's goal last week, possibly goal of the year. So I'm telling you right now, go ahead and take Man City over Leicester just based on experience. And my lock it up pick of the week. Normally I would tell you to take Everton. I'm telling you to take Stoke. Everton's coming off a win, Stoke off a loss. Crazy, right? They're playing at the Britannia, and I'm telling you right now, Stoke City is tough to beat there. It's a rabid, foaming up the mouth crowd. I'm telling you right now, Everton has no defense. Their biggest downfall. So my lock it up, Stoke over Everton. Now, DFL, take Augsburg over Ingolstadt, take Mainz over Hanover, and take Frankfurt over Stuttgart. All right? Those are my picks for that. Now, the Super Bowl pick, right? The sexy pick for me, being in Denver, would tell you to take Denver. I'm not. Here's what I'm going to tell you to do. Take Carolina. You're welcome, John. Here's the thing. Carolina, throughout the entire season, has truly been the most consistent team. The confidence of Cam Newton holds no bounds. Now, what I have to ask you is this. Which quarterback do you feel you can trust the most in a pinch? It's tough, right? Because when Peyton throws a long pass, as a Broncos fan, from their perspective, they get super excited because it's like, oh, it's almost like, a little bit of worry is gone. Whereas Cam, you're kind of expected to hit those big plays. And that's truly going to be the difference of this game. Both defenses are crazy. Both defenses are insane. I mean, insane. Von Miller, would you want to mess with that guy? No. Hell no. But then you got Luke Kuechly on the other side. What are you going to do? I mean, these are badass, hard-hitting defenses. So who do you go with? I think Peyton Manning is a first ballot Hall of Famer, probably one of the 10 greatest quarterbacks ever. I'm telling you to take Cam. That's my lock it up Super Bowl pick of the week. And that's Sports Talk. What time is it? Geek time. All right, check it out. So last week I had the Loot Crate. Amazing, right? We all love the Loot Crate openings. It's my favorite aspect. I could just do shows on package openings, which I hope to do a lot more of those in the future. Different than even just Loot Crate, but I'm happy with Loot Crate at the moment. There was a winner from last week, though. Let's see. Joe George, you won the War of the World prints. It just touched me a little bit how you're like, man, you don't understand. I've been such a huge fan. I've watched the movie like a bazillion times. Those prints are yours. What I need you to do is email me, TBoneCaponesPrimeCuts@gmail.com. Give me your address, and I'll send those off, and I'll send B-Beers, rubber band, and some other goodies for that jackass. Okay, now, Geek Time for this week is different. I'm going to do a review on a show called Jessica Jones. Now, right away, I just want to give you my review. Out of a possible 5 pork chops, it gets 4.25. That's 4 1/4 pork chops. That means it fills you up pretty damn good. It's a great little series. It's another Marvel series. It's a Netflix exclusive. What I like about them, which is a double-edged sword, is you get a full season all at once, so you don't have to wait week to week. So if you're like my wife and I, we like to watch series all at once. That way you don't forget stuff or whatever. Of course, the only problem with that is you have to wait forever for the next season to come out. They also do Daredevil, but this is about Jessica Jones. And if you remember, if you watched or looked at any of the comic books back in the day in Marvel, Luke Cage, Power Man and Iron Fist, that kind of thing, she's part of that storyline. I'm not going to ruin it for you. You definitely have to watch it because the way Netflix did it was just absolutely amazing. I thought it was a great series. There's some pictures for you to look at, but check it out. Jessica Jones on Netflix. That's your Geek Time exclusive this week. All right, Capones, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Prime Cuts. Look, I am totally excited about the future of this channel. The future of this channel is amazing, and it's going to just continue to grow. You guys are some of the best and most loyal subscribers in all of YouTube, and I absolutely appreciate you. Now, I've got a series coming along that's going to be about me playing video games on Xbox, different video games. I think you guys are going to love it. Also, a year with the Colorado Rapids is going to be another series. So we're going to diversify a little bit, do more than just Tops Kick, but also do Tops Kick. And you also heard me mention earlier, I am going to be streaming on a weekly basis. I'm going to try to keep it on the same day, around the same time, soccer matches permitting. You know, it's all about the schedule. It's all about chasing points with the Tops Kick app, so I don't want to interfere with any of that. So, that being said, my daughter's coming in from Boulder today, so she's coming in for the weekend. The wife is gone, so we're probably going to be doing some videos together, so some collaboration videos. So I hope you enjoy those, and until next time, T-Bone out.